Hello folks, today is the first day of the Lantern Rite event, and with it comes a tower defense mode, Theater Mechanicus. You will build elemental towers to stop waves of enemies. You can also use your characters to help out. Your characters won't do damage, but you can use them to apply elemental effects and block off the path. You can also stun ruined guards with archers, and even do extra damage with Shatter. As you complete each stage, you get points to permanently upgrade your towers. Don't stress too much about getting top score. The points this time are cumulative, so you can keep completing stages to get points. There's a total cap on the number of points you can get, but they will increase each day. You will use those points to upgrade your towers. You don't need to stress out to get the perfect run like on the Q boss event this time. Currently, there are 2 stages, the tutorial and stage 1. More stages will unlock as the days go on. To play this tower defense, you need a Xiao lantern as the entrance fee. You can craft those by gathering 3 materials. The lantern fiber that you can gather from plants and berries, wick material which drops from hilichurls and fatuis, and plasterite shards that you can get from mining ores or geobishop enemies. Here are some tricks you can do with your units to make the event easier. If you freeze enemies by bringing a Hydro and Cryo unit, or with the aid of an Elemental Tower, you can use your Claymore unit to shatter them. The shatter actually does a lot of damage. Another trick is to use GeoMC to block the path. You can set up meteorites to block larger enemies and funnel smaller enemies to go where you want them to. You can also add in Zhongli's pillar to help out. You can also bring archers to shoot down ruin guards. Hit their weak spot and they get stunned like normal. However, if you hit the weak spot again, they will fall down and quickly come back up. They won't be stunned for 10 to 15 seconds this time. Sword units are also pretty good here since you can use their charge attack to knock enemies back. You can also use Jean's elemental skill to thrust enemies back or off the stage entirely. You can also bring Venti and Sucrose to crowd control enemies. In general, just use their elements to your advantage. Here is my lazy tower setup, so I don't need my characters to do anything. I always put a Hydro tower up front and then a Cryo tower behind it to freeze enemies. One of these pairs per entrance is good enough to start. I also like to save some points so I can activate the buff I want at the end of each round. Once your freeze towers are good to go, you can put your damage dealers in the back. Both the Pyro and Electro towers do a lot of damage. The projectile from the Pyro tower goes kinda slow, so you need some kind of crowd control to help you hit the enemies. And that's pretty much the general tower strategy. Put your towers that slow and freeze enemies to the front, and your damage dealers in the back. Make sure to have a variety of elements to handle all kinds of enemies. And that's pretty much my general tips on tower placement. After clearing a couple of stages, you have plenty of points to level up and upgrade your towers to the max.
Freeze!
Here are some other things you can do to get a higher score. The obvious is to not let any enemies through and perform well. Building 14 towers will also give you 20 points. Selecting the fearless challenges will give you 20 points each time. If you do that twice, you get an additional 20 points as a bonus. Each stage also has an apparatus to manipulate part of the map. For stage 1, you can remove the bridge and let enemies fall through. Make sure to activate it twice to get another 20 points on your score. And that's pretty much the general tip on how to handle this event. You can keep watching to see me just use towers to clear the first stage. I got 564 points at the end. You can still get more points if you get lucky on your modifier choices. Since this is the first stage, it was quite easy. I'm expecting harder stages in the future. Anyway, thanks for watching and have fun defending, Traveler.